First up on New to the Street today, the incredible importance of sleep, which is often taken for granted by millions of people around the world. Sleep is definitely underrated. Trust me, I didn't get much last night. Now, many people do not get the recommended amount of sleep to recharge their batteries. There are many factors such as stress, obesity, employment hours. All can have an adverse impact. But the bed is a vital, often overlooked component. Joining me back in our New York studios on New to the Street to discuss this further is Vystar President and CEO Bill Doyle. Bill, welcome back to New to the Street.
Thanks, Ken. It's great to be back.
It's our pleasure having you. So for our first-time viewers who might not be familiar with Vystar and Vytex, tell them what you guys are all about.
We started Vystar back in early 2000s. We had an idea as to how to remove proteins from gloves. Proteins are the reasons why people get an allergy. They have an allergic reaction to some specific proteins that are there. Within our research, we went through the majority of the chemicals on the periodical chart, destroyed some latex, made latex better with our version of it. But let's just say that it's been very well researched. It's been very well tried in a lot of different industries. And what we settled in on was a technology where we were awarded 4 patents domestically, and we were just awarded 2 new ones internationally, which brings our total there to 13. So obviously what we have is something very unique here.
Staying on the subject of uniqueness, what makes Vystar's Vytex different from everything else in the latex sector?
We remove the proteins. We remove the non-rubbers. We don't just cap them off.
And when you're talking about proteins, for people just tuning in, people think proteins, they think food, it's healthy for you, but proteins when it comes to latex, not a good thing.
There are people that have issues with proteins, and the peanut allergies are a real classic example. They're not the exact same proteins, but the problems people have with peanuts actually has to do with the proteins that are in those peanuts. So we have a different type of protein that's in a condom or a glove or in foam or threads, and all these different products that touch the body elicit a protein response, unless you figured out a way to remove it without destroying that glove or ruining this balloon or making this not the beautiful foam piece that it actually is.
And television doesn't do this foam piece justice, because in addition to it feeling fantastic, with old versions of latex and memory foam, there is an odor. With this,
there's an off-gassing in most of the alternatives, but just to be very blunt, when you lay your head down on this, you're laying your head on a pillow and your body on a bed of something that has come out of a tree. It's sustainable, it's natural, and it's not giving off any off-gas.
Why should people looking to park their money in Vystar be interested in Vytex latex?
Because we've only just begun. We've had years of research, we've had years of trials that are out there, and I mean, I would say that as of our relationship with the group we work with, NHS, that does foam, or the development project we've got going on with the threads, and actually then into elastic, literally elastic bands for sportswear and all.
Underwear.
Or into underwear, as well as athletic, the top of bikers shorts and all that. There's so much more that goes beyond. Yeah, there's the popular underwear that's got the big band around with the name on it. And then there's the ones that are a lot more subtle. We're going after all that, because for some of it, you will see a thread like this that's made out of Vytex. And in others, then you'll see a thicker band that's got the logo of the underwear brand.
Which we can't mention any names, but we'd love to.
We would love to. I would love to talk about that. It's part of my trip here. It's part of the reason I'm here as well, as just to see you.
Shh, it's a secret. So, in addition to foam, the other areas that we can expect to see Vystar's Vytex in: underwear, there are some other things, other types of gloves, right?
Yes. We are the main supplier for a leading manufacturer of dielectric gloves. They found a very unique approach as to why Vytex works really well for them. I mean, the conductivity isn't there, which is obviously very important in an electrician's glove, but then they had other nuances that they saw in their production that they came back and said, we like it because.
We're talking about gloves for what types of industries here?
Electricians that go out and work on poles that bring our power back after a hurricane or a natural disaster.
Those gloves could save their lives.
Some of those gloves have to save their lives because there can't be a conductivity there. But the gloves also have to be functional.
Now, what is it about Vystar's Vytex that makes it such a game changer in the business?
The process to produce latex isn't altered except for a timing on the amount of time that it is stirred before it goes in through a centrifuge.
With all these different products, the bedding, the balloons, the condoms, the underwear straps, the other garments, we're talking about billions and billions of dollars for Vystar's Vytex that is untapped at the moment.
The end products, you're right, the end products such as gloves and such as bedding and all that, those are billion-dollar industries. For me, for my purposes, I'm dealing in a billion-dollar industry just in the latex world.
Now, I understand Vystar is working with a well-known furniture company at the moment. Can we talk about that?
We can talk about that.
And that company is?
King Coil.
And?
Spring Air.
And?
Gold Bond.
And
others to come. I mean, those are the ones where we have visited on previous trips, and those are the folks that we've spoken with, and we're really pleased to see that business grow.
Now, what is your vision for Vystar and Vytex going forward?
For the 2017 and 2018 area, I would say the balloons would be very much my focus. There are some new regulations that are out there that start to limit and give specific quantities of proteins allowed. And the balloon industry, especially through Europe, they've embraced this, and this is just implementing what we can do with balloons to help those folks out when they're already excited about it is wonderful. This is growing, and this is extremely strong. This is actually going to take us through 2017 and 18.
I keep thinking about intimate apparel, but that's a story for another day. Bill, thanks as always for joining us. Now, if people want to learn more about Vystar, the website is?
Vytex.com.
Vytex.com, and you can also find it at newtothestreet.com. Thanks for joining us.
Excellent. Thank you. Glad to be here.
It's our pleasure. Up next, I will go searching for Bigfoot. We'll be right back.